Um, some may say my short 18 years of life is a series of unfortunate events. I tend to disagree. I spent my first 5 years of life living in a highly abusive home with my drug and alcohol addicted parents. My mom and dad had 8 children. I was the second youngest and one of 2 girls. At my childhood home, I have memories of being scared and hungry. I have memories of frequent arguing, violence, and many visits from the police. But thankfully, I did not have memories of ever feeling alone. I have always had my 3 brothers, and we have always been each other's rocks for as far back as my memory goes. In 2012, my brothers, the age of 12, 7, and 3, and me, age 5, were placed in foster care due to severe neglect and abuse. The ultimate goal of foster care in California is family reunification. Many scheduled visits, many no-shows, many empty promises, a couple of foster homes, and all of my belongings fitting in a grocery store bag as I moved from place to place. Also, in 2012, a couple named Mike and Tabrina Hodson had their final miscarriage and their final failed fertility attempt. Katrina and Mike that told Mike that their path was shifting. It was either adoption or traveling the world, just the 2 of them forever. In 2013, the state of California declared that reunification was not an option for me and my brothers. We were now a part of California's waiting child program. We were not going home. We were officially eligible for adoption. Many families wanted to adopt my baby brother and me because we were younger. Maybe they assumed we were less messed up. There was definitely less interest in my older brothers. We were days away from being permanently split up when a social worker randomly shared our profile with Mike and Katrina. Even when our profile and their search didn't align at all. Mike and Katrina wanted 1, maybe 2 children. They didn't want a teenager, and Katrina wasn't super girly, so she wasn't sure she wanted a daughter either. There were 4 of us, including a 13-year-old and 1 girl. One may ask why our profile was even shared. I always say, because the Hodson hurricane was meant to be. Almost immediately, Mike and Katrina agreed to meet all 4 of us at a nearby park to assess the fit. It was great. I serenaded them to all the single ladies. My brothers got into a massive argument, and we didn't like the pizza they bought us, and we let them know it. Looking back and hearing their version of the story today, it really is a meant-to-be story that even siblings arguing couldn't negatively impact. It was only 5 short days later that we moved to their little house on Harvest Lane. They had a dog named Dizzy. We had our own rooms and our own beds with our own pillows and blankets. We had never had that before. My brothers quickly inspected the pantry and fridge and saw lots of our favorite foods and drinks. That was also a first. Sounds like a fairy tale, but has been anything but a fairy tale. In 2014, all 4 adoptions were finalized. Within that year, our friends, family, and had lovingly given our family a nickname, and it was, and still is, Hurricane Hodson. You hear us coming before we arrive, and you know we've been there long after we're gone. In our home lived children with a lot of trauma, parents who have suffered tremendous loss through fertility. Even though those 2 things are definitely true, it was also a home filled with a lot of love, intentionality, and hope. Our parents never gave up on us, and we never gave up on them. We all have the knowledge that we are each other's plan B. It would have been wonderful for my mom and dad to have a child naturally, their plan A. It would have been ideal for us to be raised by our birth parents in a loving home and safe home, our plan A. But that wasn't how God designed our family. We're each other's plan B. And that was going to be hard, messy, confusing, and sometimes sad. But it was always beautiful, a real miracle, and our biggest blessing. Over the years, being a part of Hurricane Hodson, I've learned a few things. Number one, no matter how sideways my behavior gets, no matter how badly my past trauma starts to boil up, no matter how afraid I am of an unknown future, my parents and my brothers are forever surrounding me in front, on the side, behind me, and I am truly never alone. Number two, there is beauty in the ashes of life. My senior year of high school has been my most challenging year, personally. I have never thought I would be standing here today sharing my story. When I was a little girl, I never thought I would graduate high school. But I'm almost there. I have promised myself I will be walking across the stage in a couple of short months to accept my high school diploma. Number three, my life is not all about me. I have a story, a testimony. I am a survivor, a fighter, a loyal daughter, sister, and friend. And there are other people in my community who need someone in their corner encouraging them. Someone who has been where they are. And I strive to be that person for others every day. When I graduate high school, I'm looking forward to attending college. When I was younger, I told my mom that I wanted to go to CSUSM and get a college degree in nails and massage. I have since learned that that is not really a thing. But I will be going to college to get a degree in business so I can own my own hair and nail salon one day soon. I believe in myself, and I'm surrounded by an army of supporters who believe in me too. Thank you, Mom and Dad. For holding me tight and pushing me towards great things. And thank you to my brothers, who are my best friend and ultimate protectors. Failing is not an option because I know they'll always be there to hold me up. Finally, I want to thank Ms. Williams for seeing in me what I didn't see in myself. You have inspired me personally and academically to not give up and to finish strong. Being here is an honor, and sharing my story with you guys is a gift, so thank you.